Hi, sweet Stoner Hill. I love you. Okay, this book is called The Kissing Hand. And look, it's cute little raccoons. Doesn't it look sweet? And this is a book, I believe, about going to school. And let's see what it's about. Okay, The Kissing Hand. It is by Audrey Penn. And oh gosh, there's something gold at the top. So we need to know what award did this win. So this is a winner, Distinguished Achievements Award, and it is Ed Press. And this is for excellence in educational publishing. Now, this is not a school book. This is a fiction book, but this book won an award. So we always like an award book. The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. Illustrations by Ruth E. Harper and Nancy M. Leake. Look, possums. I have possums that live next door to me. They probably live in my yard. I think possums are so cute. And then here's a little rabbit. And then here are our raccoons. So let's see what happens. This says, to Stephanie Rebecca Corin and children everywhere who love to be loved. Let me get this closer for you. Can we see this? Yes. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Now, do any of you ever feel like that? I feel like that. Sometimes we all feel this way. Poor Chester Raccoon. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have things to do. I messed that up. Let me start over. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do. She told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. I wonder if Chester's going to school at night because he's a raccoon. I'm not sure. Let's just see. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? Look at the frog and the snail. A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Like this. Oh, too close. Like this. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mass tingled with special warmth. Look, here's his paw, which is like his hand, and there's all the love. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. Isn't that sweet? Here's my favorite possum again, up a tree. And a bee. Chester. Look at this beautiful tree. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. Who else do we have? I think this is a mouse. This is a turtle. This is a rabbit. And I'm not sure what that is. A fox? I don't know. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. Look how good he feels in all the love. That night, Chester stood in front. He does go to school at night because he's a raccoon. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtfully. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. A rat, a spider, a hawk. Chester, "Give me your hand," he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. My possums are back, and a rabbit. Tons of animals. I'm not going to tell you about them all. You can look. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and "I love you," Chester turned and danced away. Now, if you look right here, there's a door in this tree, and then we see all these animals going this way. Love. Da, 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 da. So everybody's going to night school. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The hoot owl knows about the kissing hand too. The warmth of Chester's kiss. Oh, I messed up. Let me tell you this. As the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she, Mrs. Raccoon, pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you," it sang. "Chester loves you." See, and here she is with her hand. And then here's Chester. Look at this neat school. I love it. Wouldn't it be fun to have school in a tree? That would be great. I love you. What a sweet book. So, the moral of the story is this. When you're thinking, "Ooh, I don't want to go to school," then maybe what you need to do is get your parents to give you a kissing hand, and then you can put it on your cheek and feel your parents' love whenever you're at school and thinking, "Oh, I don't want to be at school." But you can be at school and it can still all be fine. Hope you like that book.